Welcome to Braves Country Radio. We are excited to bring you a brand new season, your home for the classic call of radio baseball.
I state your name.
I state your name.
Do hereby pledge allegiance to the
Armchair.
with liberty for all.
You're in Braves country.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention now to the area in front of the pitcher's mound for tonight's ceremonial first pitch.
You can't drink like me, you can't smoke like me. So don't try and be like me. Let's party together.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
What the hell's going on out here? Well, scared because his eyelids are jammed in his old man's hair. We need a live rooster to take the curse off Jose's glove, and nobody seems to know what to get Millie for their wedding present. We're dealing with a lot of
Baseball is a beautiful thing. It's more beautiful in an old park. It's asymmetrical and quirky. But even in a dome with artificial turf, it's beautiful. The way the field fans out, the choreography of the sport, the pace and rhythm of it, the fact that that pace and rhythm allows for conversation and reflection and opinion and comparison.
In right field, the crowd is tormenting Strawberries, singing, Darryl, Darryl. Little roller up along first, behind the man. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win.
And there's a fly ball deep to left. It's on its way. There it goes. And the Yankees are going to the World Series. Aaron Boone.
Ground ball stabbed by Polk. He has it. He underhands to first for the first time in 86 years. The Red Sox have won baseball world championship. Can you believe it?
It's a pastime, something you do. It's entertainment, something you watch. And it's a shared experience, something you talk about and read about. But you can apply those same three criteria to other things. What makes baseball special is that it's the best game that's ever been devised.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy.
Sure as God made green apples, someday the Chicago Cubs are going to be in the World Series.
A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it in front of Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series.
Cubs win. What a lucky break. The good Lord wants the Cubs to win.
How can you not be romantic about baseball?
If baseball is about caring, about loyalty and rivalry,
Braves fans are on their feet hoping for some kind of a bleeder or a seeing-eye single. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball hit high and deep down the right field line. It's going back, back, back. Is it fair? Is it zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lam-a ding dong, a 3-run shot, and your Atlanta Braves have taken a 1-run lead. She's gone, baby!
There's a very peaceful thing. It was created and played in pastures and meadows. There's grass, there's outdoors, there's everything that people thought was American and feel about America you get in a ballpark. And it's the wonder of walking through that dark tunnel and seeing a huge open space where men play the little boy's game.
People will come. They come for reasons they can't even fathom. Not knowing for sure why they're doing it. They'll arrive at your door as innocent as children, longing for the past. Sit in shirt sleeves on a perfect afternoon. They have reserved seats somewhere along one of the baseline. Back when they were children, cheered their heroes. It'll be as if they'd dipped themselves in magic waters. The memories will be so thick, they'll have to brush them away from their faces. People will come. The one constant through all the years has been baseball. America has rolled by like an army of steamrollers, been erased like a blackboard, rebuilt and erased again. Baseball to mark the time. This field, this game, it's a part of our past. It reminds us of all that once was good, and it could be again. Oh, people will come. People will most definitely come.
We're all told at some point in time we can no longer play the children's game. We just don't know when that's going to be. Some of us are told at 18, some of us are told at 40. But we're all told.
I believe in the Church of Baseball. I've tried all the major religions and most of the minor ones. I know things. For instance, there are 108 beads in a Catholic rosary, and there are 108 stitches in a baseball. I prefer metaphysics to theology. You see, there's no guilt in baseball, and it's never boring. It's a long season, and you gotta trust it. I've tried them all, I really have, and the only church that truly feeds the soul day in, day out is the Church of Baseball.
Which team do you play for?
Well, I'm a...
Well, I was just wondering, because I couldn't figure out why you would throw home when we've got a 2-run lead. You let the tying run get on second, and we lost the lead because of you.
Touch them all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
You're in Braves country. If there's there's a bigger thing going on right now. I don't know what it is. We're down to one strike here. Gurriel, the last hope for the Houston Astros. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, bounced over to Dansby. Dansby fires it over to Forrest. And here comes the dog pile. Fire the cannons in the battery. Do the chop all throughout Braves country. Pop that top. Your Atlanta Braves have won it all.
Here's a list of the players we'll be inviting to camp.
I never heard of half of these guys. And the ones I do know are way past their prime.
Most of these guys never had a prime.
This guy here is dead.
Cross him off, then.
The local press seems to think we'd save everyone a lot of time and trouble if we just went out and shot ourselves.
We got uniforms and everything.
You know, you might think about taking Jesus Christ as your savior instead of fooling around with all this stuff.
I like him very much. He no help with curveball.
You trying to say Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball?
But I'll tell you, these fans are great. Listen to them. Hey, way to go, Rick. All of Ohio loves you. Come on, baby. Come on, Ricky. Come on, Ricky.
The game doesn't stink. It's a great game.
If you build it, he will come.
You know, one of the best things about being an ex-big leaguer is getting freebies to the game. Call the front office, bingo. And once these fans recognize me, I probably won't even have to pay for my life here. Down it! I love them. Good seats, huh? You're in the wrong seat, buddy. Come on. Oh, I must be in the front row. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We direct your attention now to home plate. Please remain standing. We call your attention to our bands here today. They will be jointly directed. And now, another fixture. Our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we once were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce today's teams as participants in this historic game.
Play ball! Good seats, hey, buddy? He missed the tag! He missed the tag! He missed the tag!
Welcome in, Braves country. Atlanta Braves are wearing their home whites top to bottom. Braves across the chest in red. Outlined in navy. Tomahawks the same, striped in gold below the Braves. Same with the stripes, the piping down the side of the pants and down the heart of the jerseys themselves. Blue ball cap, wide A, red bill, representing the city of Atlanta since 1871. From Boston to Milwaukee to the A. Longest continuous baseball, longest continuous sports franchise in North American sports history. San Diego Padres wearing their brown jerseys once again, their road browns with gold San Diego written across the chest, outlined in white. They'll have a brown ball cap with the interlocking SD representing the city of San Diego. Chris Sale is firing his final warm-up tosses. Left to right across the outfield for your Atlanta Braves today. It'll be Dubon, Harris, and Yastrzemski. Around the horn, third to first, Riley, Jarvis, Ozzie, and Olsen. Drake is behind the plate once again. And of course, Sale is on the bump. We'll go through the lineups as we encounter them. Leading off for San Diego, it'll be Tatis, followed by Rengifo, Machado, France, Bogarts, Sheets, Furman, Bowman, and Cronenworth is batting ninth. See if we can get this 3D working, or will they give us a false start again? There we go. We are just about set. Chris Sale is about set, and yes, sir, it is baseball time in Braves country. The first pitch is on the inner cut, called for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 fires upstairs. Swing and a miss, kind of a check swing there. 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Nothing, your score, just getting going here. Pitch on the way, slider down and in. 1-2. Infield playing back and to the left. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike three, and Chris Sale is off and running here to start the game. Here in the bottom of the first strikeout of the game, first batter of the game. All aboard. Whoa, whoa. His over-under today is 7.5 strikeouts. Lefty-righty matchup, first pitch swinging, four-seam fastball rattled off the cage of Drake Baldwin's mask. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Home plate umpire. Doug Eddings wipes off the plate, buying the Drake a little time. 0-1 count. Sale kicks and flips. Swing and a miss. Slider down and in. It's 0-2. Nothing your score if you're just joining us. Braves nothing. Padres nothing. Braves come in 59-42 on the year. 31-20 at home. Padres 50-52, 23-28 on the road. The 0-2 from Sale. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Got him with the slider down and in, and there's two away. Chris Sale cooking and booking. 2 down. That'll bring the dangerous bat of Manny Machado to the plate. Braves have already secured a split of this series. They're looking for a series win in the 4-game set. Braves took game 1, Padres game 2, and last night a thriller in game 3. The Braves held on 7-6. First pitch slider right there at the knees to Machado. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Southpaw brings it. Upstairs, 4-seamer just misses high. I mean, just a tad high. It's 1-1. Outfield is deep. Infield is back into the left. Standing on deck after Machado, it's France, Bogarts, and Sheets. They kept the line moving. And once again, Furman, Bowman, and Cronenworth finishes off the San Diego lineup. That pitch is fouled back. We'll do it again. Machado, 22 home runs on the year. The 1-2. Swing, slaps it down the first base line. That's under the glove of Matt Olson. And it's a 2-out single for the Friars. So 1 on, 2 out. The first base runner for the San Diego Padres. First pitch is Pia upstairs. Top shelf tequila. It's 0-1. Lefty-righty matchup. Ty France batting .276 on the year. 15 home runs, 41 RBI. The 0-1 pitch. Outside wide. 1-1. So 1-1 count. The 1-1 pitch. Swing! Fouls it back. It's 1-2. Braves nothing, Padres nothing. Top of the first inning. A 1-2 count. He's gone 4-seam, changeup, and 4-seam. Game 4 of a 4-game set. A getaway day. The Braves head to Baltimore tomorrow night. 6:15 will come on the air. 1-2. Upstairs misses high, and that'll even the count. This will be pitch 16 for Chris Sale here in the first inning. The 2-2. Buckle your shoe, 3 away. Strikes out the side. He does give up a hit, but that ain't nothing. We'll be back in a flash. Atlanta Braves. Grab the sticks when we return.
Get this bus moving. Stop. Come back. Too late.
Roll call! Yeah, roll call!
You're in Braves country.
Good to see you, Mark Ricky Ricardo. Lucy, he's home. Iron Lung. Sin good, been good. Sleepy Toe. I beg your pardon, we didn't promise you a rosemary garden. Adam Westbury. Trip Q. Gary the Real McCoy. Journey. James Ray. Scotty B. Steve Sonderland. Rebecca. See if we see anyone back here prior to putting the note up. I don't see anybody, but if we miss you, jump into the chat. Pushing buttons. Sarah Beth. Uncle Charlie. Buddy Wilkinson. Was that the name of an Oklahoma football coach back in the 50s? Something like that. My mind might be playing tricks on me. I could have swore that was, if it's not Buddy Wilkinson, it's something close to it. First pitch on the way to start the inning. As Drake Baldwin comes to the plate. Lefty-lefty matchup. And the first pitch is right there down below the knees. It's 1-0. Good to see him solo. Coco Rex, the 1-0 pitch. Swing lifted. High and deep into left center field, but drifting back, making the easy catches. Rengifo, 2 pitches, 1 out. Left to right across the outfield for the San Diego Padres. Rengifo, Jace Bowen, Tatis. Around the horn, third to first, Machado, Bogarts, Cronenworth, and France. Freddie Furman, not to be confused with Freddie Freeman, is behind the plate. Hart is the pitcher because this is a bullpen type game. They're starting the lefty against the Braves top of the order like they like to do, and then they'll bring Griffin Cannon in later. 1-0. This is high and out of the zone too. Now, I don't know why the Braves play into these teams' games. When you see that, change your lineup and break up the lefties a little bit. The 1-0 pitch, swing, fouls it away. 2-0. Right now it's Baldwin, Ozzie, and then Olsen, followed by Harris. So 3 of the top 4 are from the left side of the plate facing the left-hander. After that, you've got back-to-back righties of Dubon and Riley, and then Dom Smith and Yaz back-to-back lefties. The 1-1 pitch, swing, lifted into right center field, drifting over, making the easy catch. And 2 away, so 5 pitches, 2 out. So far, so good. Smooth sailing here for Hart. Thank you, buddy. I thought that's what it was. I wasn't sure if I had the last name 100% correct. I knew it was something like Bud Wilkinson. The great back-to-back undefeated seasons. Lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way is upstairs. 4-seam fastball. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Set up on the outside. Olsen digging in. 26 home runs on the year. And he'll foul it back behind the backstop. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Turns and kicks, check swing, he went around, strike 3. Matt Olson doesn't like it, but that will end the inning. We'll be back in a flash here on the BCR Radio Network. 0-0 your score. Where do you come from? Where do you hail from?
You're in Braves country.
It's always great to hear where everybody's listening here in Braves country. Yeah, that win streak, Senior Dog, was 47 games from 1953 to 1957. I think that's where people mix those numbers up because it happened in the 50s, but the win streak, 47 win total. But it's college football, so you got to take it with a grain of salt. You win 47 in big boys like Major League or NFL, then you're talking turkey. Lefty-righty matchup, first pitch on the way, drifts inside, slider misses. It's 1-0. Chris Sale struck out the side in the first. The 1-0 from Sale. Down and in, four-seam fastball, 2-0. 2-0 count. Braves, who have struggled to put runs on the board when Chris Sale has been on the bump, scored 15 Friday night for him. The 2-0 pitch, right there at the knees, just above, 2-1. The 2-1 count. Four-seam fastball fouls it back. The 2-2 pitch, swing, pop up. High into right center field. Underneath it is the Yaz, and there's one away. Yaz is back out in right field today with Harris and Dubon out in left, in case you're joining us late. So he is back to defense. Wasn't sure how long they were going to have him DH, but Dominic Smith is the designator here. It's going to be interesting. I believe Acuna most likely comes back to the fold this weekend in Baltimore, which means who's the odd man left out. Brewer Hicklin does have one option left, so it could be him. Lefty matchup, first pitch on the way. Swung on, rolled up the middle, and it's a soft single into center field for Gavin Sheets with one out. So it'll be interesting because Hicklin is swinging a much better bat than Dominic Smith, but the idea of sending him back down to the minor leagues so that he keeps his bat sharp in case of an injury, I can totally understand that. You don't want to have him just sit on the bench. And come the trade deadline, you might see a totally different roster to begin with. Lefty-righty matchup, first pitch swing and blasted high and deep into left field, and Dubon misplays the ball out there. It's going to be a single. I think he lost it in the sun. Sometimes better be lucky than good, and that'll show up as a single on your scorecard. 1B7 as they go station to station. Should have been an easy out, but once again, I think he lost it in the sun. He totally misplayed it off the bat. He went darting back to the warning track and ended up falling several feet in front of him. First pitch slider misses outside. It's 1-0. That's just one of those things that happens in baseball during a day game. The 1-0. Bowen, the number 8 hitter. 1-0 kicks and fire, swing, pop up. Hopefully someone catches this. Ozzie and Yaz converging. Ozzie will make the catch. F4 in your scorecard, and there's 2 down. It's technically the third hit of the game, though I'm sure if you could ask Dubon right now, he'd tell you he definitely should have had it. Is Brian messaging us from about 5 years ago? What's going on here? 2 on, 2 out, top of the second. Deuce is wild. First pitch upstairs. Sinker fouled away. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Inside, ball hits him, clips him in the rib cage, and that's going to load the bases. That's not what you want, especially with Fernando Tatis coming to the plate. It looks like Iron Lung is tweeting us from way back in 2003. Bases juiced. 2 down, and the first pitch on the way. Slider right there at the knees. It's 0-1. A hit by pitch and a pop-up that got lost in the clouds. It's pretty much how we got here. But one swing could make a huge dent in the scoreboard. The 0-1 pitch. Four-seamer misses high, 1-1. Tatis struck out his first time up. Inning number 1. Sale struck out the side. He has not struck out anybody in this inning. And his pitch count is about to hit 30. We're sitting at 29. The 1-1 pitch down and ended. That hit him. Did not, man. That came close to getting him in the foot. The 2-1 pitch. Sale looking in. Inside for a strike. And Tatis wants to challenge that. It looked like it was a little off the plate. Right now we're sitting at 2-2, and it was. Blown call by Doug Eddings. So it's a 3-1 count. And he's in danger of walking the first run in. The 3-1. Outside wide, ball 4. So he'll head on down to first. One run across. And the line keeps moving. Slider missing several inches off the outside part of the plate. And bases still loaded. First pitch on the way. Upstairs for a strike. Does not challenge it. That pitch is well off the plate as well. It's 0-1. Thankfully, we didn't get a challenge. Swing, rifles it down the right field line. If it's fair, it's trouble. Just foul. That was not too far from being 5-0. So bases loaded, an 0-2 count. Pitch on the way, swing. Slices it towards right field, and that's down for a base hit. 1 run will score. It's 2-0. 3 runs will score. Or excuse me, 2 runs will score. It is 3-0. And the Padres jumping all over Chris Sale here in the second inning. So 3-0 your score. You're striking out the side, struggling quite a bit here in the second inning. First pitch on the way, swing and a miss, 4-seam fastball, 99. I don't believe I've ever seen him register 99 since being in Atlanta. It's 0-1. You almost wonder if that's even real, but that ball was sizzling. The 0-1 turns and kicks. Four-seamer, another 99. 1-1. One count. Right there on the outer edge, 1-2. One strike away from getting out of this debacle. I know Mauricio Dubon feels bad about it because it was a ball he should have caught, but that's just the part of baseball. The 1-2 pitch in the dirt. 2-2. Trying to get him to chase and nibble away with the 2 strikes. Really needs to be a little more aggressive. You're now about to throw pitch number 40. The Braves can ill afford to turn this into a bullpen game on Chris Sale Day. That bullpen is taxed as it is. Sale steps off the bump for a second. The 2-2 count, pitch number 40 of the afternoon. Runners on the corners. Infield, back into the left. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, and he gets out of the jam. But not before San Diego puts 3 on the board. Our turn when we return here in Braves country.
Did you know when women have a mental health issue, they always seek a female therapist, which is crazy because isn't listening to a woman's thoughts what made you mentally crazy in the first place? This is like a person drowning in a swimming pool and screaming for a glass of water. Now, God gave women a perfectly good thing to fix all of your mental health issues, and it's very simple. It's called listening to a man.
Oh!
Yeah.
Come on, man. No!
Right fielder Robinson back. I don't know whether he got it or not. I think he may have it. Let's see. He's out of the ballpark. We'll wait for the official ruling on it. Now Houck is going to argue this one, believe me. Robinson had it and then fell into the front row of the seats, and the Yankees will put up a real beat. Let's not go anywhere.
Here's the throw to Barrett to the plate, and hammers out.
When you prepare as a catcher, pitchers trust you, right? And they know, oh, he knows something. All I got to do is execute the pitch he calls, and I'm going to be okay.
They win the final game 5-2 to remain the baseball champions of the world.
You know, I go back to 1956. I was, as a 16-year-old, I was sitting in the bleachers. Well, I guess I was pulling for the Dodgers because I was a National League fan. Of course, about the 6th inning, I started pulling for the Yankees because you knew that Larson had something special going.
So Don Larson must have really studied Mr. Magley because he's got the blueprint.
Let's just take Don Larson, for instance. Don had a losing career in baseball. He lost more games than he won. And yet at that time, Yogi was able to bring the most out of him so that people are still remembering that perfect game in baseball.
Don Larson never shook him off once in 97 pitches.
3-0 your score. San Diego jumps on top at the top of the second. Now we go to the bottom of the second, and Michael Harris II, the batter. First pitch down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Griffin Canning now on. Thought they may bring Hart back out for another inning, but that was such a long inning they probably just decided to punt it. The 1-0 to Michael. Digging in, the pitch on the way. Swing! That ball is hammered. High and deep. Good God Almighty, there's a party in here. Zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lam-a ding-dong. A solo shot just like that.
That's all right.
We're on the board.
All right, then. Use your eyes. This ain't for play. I don't do this for fun. Might want to shave. Might want to shave somebody else. Never know.
You can put that one on the board. Yes! Right near the chop house, and the Braves are alive and well. It's 3-1. Mauricio Dubon, righty-righty matchup. First pitch swinging, four-seam fastball. Fouls it straight back. It's 0-1. You know, Dubon wants to make up for the gaff out there in the outfield. Was not recorded as an error if you're just joining us, but he lost it in the clouds. The sun was breaking just as the ball was hit, and he just did not see it off the bat. The 0-1 pitch, upstairs for a strike. 0-2. And that opened the floodgates. The 0-2 pitch. Down and away. Good take on the knuckle curve. 1-2. So 1-2 count. Swing, chops the changeup down the line. One hit, one run, no errors for Atlanta. 3-4-0 for San Diego. The 1-2 pitch in the dirt. Good take there. 2-2. Standing on deck is Riley. He'll be followed by Dominic Smith, the designated hitter. And then Yaz and Jarvis before you head back to the top of the order. The 2-2. Turns and kicks, swing, chops it on the ground over to short. Bogarts has it, easy 6-3, and there's one away. One down, Austin Riley coming to the plate, batting just .216 on the year, 12 home runs. Shown some life this week coming off the All-Star break, but you'd like to see a little more of it before you're a believer. 1 on, 1 out. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way. Four-seamer. Off the plate. Riley doesn't challenge. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Inside, 1-1. So a 1-1 count. Brings it. Swing. Fouls it back. Behind that changeup, 91 miles an hour. One and two. They've been focusing on the clouds in the background, but I pull up the radars. The 1-2 swing and a miss. Riley down on strikes once again. And there's 2 away. But as I pull up the radar, it doesn't look like there's any real rain threat heading to Atlanta till about late in the 3 o'clock hour, near 4 o'clock. I've got to be at another gig this afternoon, so hopefully we get this game in. If not, get you on the flip side. Righty-lefty matchup. Dominic Smith, the batter. First pitch on the way, right there at the knees. It's 0-1. Braves one across. Dominic Smith, who's been struggling mightily at the plate. The 0-1 pitch. Cutter outside wide, 1-1. The 1-1, swing and a miss at the changeup, 1-2. Dominic Smith batting 184 in July. He batted 179 in June, so he is far from what he was in April and May, where he batted 339 and 310 respectively. The 1-2, swing, chopper. Dominic Smith will be out on an easy 4-3, and that'll end the inning. But not before your Atlanta Braves put one on the board. We'll go to the top of the third. Trailing by 2 here in Braves country. On this date, 1925, Lou Gehrig's grand slam is the difference in the Yankees' 11-7 victory over the Senators. The first baseman's bases juice jack is the first of a record 23 grand salamis that he will hit during his 17-year career. On this date in 1939, the St. Louis Cardinals beat the Dodgers 5-2 at Sportsman's Park using yellow dyed balls. The experiment with the colored sphere, designed to make the ball easier to see for players and the fans, started in Brooklyn last week and will be tested one more time in September at Wrigley Field. And on this date in 1941, the shift is born. White Sox manager Jimmy Dykes becomes the first to employ the defensive alignment against the Red Sox outfielder Ted Williams, who foils the plan when he goes 2 for 5, including a double in Boston's 10-4 loss at Fenway Park. The Chicago skipper will abandon this strategy when the Kid collects 4 hits and 10 at-bats in the 2-game series. And that's your Braves Country Radio on this date in baseball history. Find us on YouTube and Facebook today. Welcome back. Braves trail 3-1. As we head to the top of the third. And Chris Sale will go back to work, see if he can get things calmed down now. Ty France, the batter, middle of the order, due up for the Friars. First pitch on the way, check swing, 4-seam fastball. It's 0-1. You'd like to see a quick inning by Sale. He's thrown 41 pitches so far. The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. 4-seamer at the knees, it's 0-2. That one came in at 95 last inning. He was getting 99 up top. And that is the highest I have ever seen Chris Sale throw since he's been an Atlanta Brave. The 0-2 pitch. Upstairs, misses high. 1-2. The only question you have is whether it's a legit, because was that just a friendly radar gun to take that big of a jump? The 1-2, slider down and away. That'll even it up at 2-2. So a 2-2 count. Swing, fouls it straight back, 4-seam fastball. Chris Sale, 6'6", 180 pounds. Out of Lakeland, Florida, the Lakeland Flash. Conductor was drafted by the White Sox way back in 2010 out of Florida Gulf Coast. The 2-2 pitch, swing, just got a piece of that slider, will do it again. The 2-2. Chops it foul down the line. Two count. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and there's one away. I don't think I ever realized that Chris Sale made it to the major leagues the year he was drafted. It was in a relief role. He had 21 appearances, 23 innings pitched total. And in 2011, he had 58 appearances and 71 innings. 4-seam fastball misses in for a ball. It's 1-0. After that is when they converted him to a starter in 2012, where he won 17 games with a 3.05 ERA. Not too shabby. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. 1-1. So 1-1 count. Bogarts, who flew out to right his first time up. The 1-1 changeup. They checked down the line. They said he went around 1-2. One-two pitch. Trying to get him to chase that slider down below the knees, but that'll leaving it up at 2-2. The 2-2 swing chopper on the ground over to Ozzie. Ozzie to Olsen. 4-3, 2 away. Gavin Sheets, the batter, lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch. The sinker right there on the inner cut. It's 1-0. Sheets 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored. 1-0. Just kisses the black on the outer edge. 1-1. Good pitch. That one came in at 97. We've seen 97 quite a bit the last month or so. That 99 jumped out at me. I have not seen Chris Sale throw that hard, like I said, since he came to Atlanta a few years ago. The 1-1 swing fouls it back. 1-2. And I do know that he was up in that area when he was with the White Sox. One-two count. Lefty-lefty matchup. Chris Sale, this will be pitch 57 for him. Pitch on the way. Swing. Pop up. Over there. Can of corn. And Riley's got it. F5 will retire the side. And we'll go to the bottom of the third. 3-1. The Braves trail the Padres.
What's for dinner? Hey, Chef, what's for dinner?
My favorite. What's for dinner?
Get in my belly!
Blob, the Blob, Blob Barker, Blob of the Hut, and Rub-a-Dub Chub.
What do you want for dinner?
I don't care.
One large jambalaya, please. Jambalaya?
Think he can't fit through doorway.
Oh, this is fantastic. You got my shirt at the big and tall shop? When did I make the crossover? I can't feel my hands.
You gonna eat your cornbread? It's the wood that makes it good.
Oh my God, I'm fatter than the skipper.
No and then!
And then?
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 I refuse to play your Chinese food mind games.
You sure you know what you're doing?
Yeah, Chinese food seems kind of complicated. Well, maybe for a less experienced chef.
That ketchup?
It's just a base. You don't understand cooking.
Hey, you know what? I just figured out what I want for dinner. A nice hot bowl of shredded stew.
Gazpacho, por favor.
Por favor.
I'm part Spanish.
Adios, muchacho.
Maybe you're getting cheese ball syndrome.
I love broccoli. It's good for you.
Then maybe you'd like to have a piece.
Vile weed!
Hurry up and munch those fries. We've got to get back to work soon.
One large crab bisque to go.
You want bread? You're pushing your luck, little man.
You know what? I'm sorry. I've had shredded stew before, and it sure as diddly didn't taste like that.
I'll tell you what, a refill on this delicious exotic tea.
That's duck sauce.
That is good.
We're trying to lose weight.
Fatty McButterpants. Lay off me, I'm starving.
I'm gonna order some pizza. A little neighborhood joint called Domino's.
Domino's?
Everybody enjoying the food so far?
Oh my God, yes. We're gonna come tomorrow night and every other night for the rest of our lives.
Oh, and don't cheap out on the tip. We all know you're loaded now. What's for dinner?
Welcome back in. The Yaz will lead us off. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way to Yastrzemski is a four-seam fastball. Dots the eye at the top of the zone. It's 0-1. The 0-1, infield back into the right, outfield deep and straight away. Drops the changeup. I'm going to say that just missed the zone, 1-1. One count. Cutter taken all the way. 1-2. Yastrzemski batting .226 on the year with 6 home runs and 28 RBI. The 1-2. High and out of the zone. 2-2. Yaz, 5'10", 180-pounder. 35-year-old out of Andover, Massachusetts. Drafted by the Orioles out of Vanderbilt in 2013. The 2-2. Swing fouls it back. The career .237 hitter, so right about what you expect for the Yaz. Signed a 2-year deal with Atlanta in the offseason. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and there's one away. Yaz is 0 for 6 since coming back in this series off the IL. Batting .242 on the month. Had a terrible June, batting .148. Really good in May, batting .316. Jim Jarvis, the batter. Righty-lefty, first pitch for a strike, it's 0-1. Jarvis is now batting .308 on the year. The 0-1 pitch, swing, Baltimore chopper back behind the plate. 0-2. And he's batting .319 in the month of July. He just had a couple of at-bats, 5 to be exact, in May, where he was 1 for 5. The 0-2 to Jarvis. Misses high. 1-2. Four-seam fastball. On deck is Drake Baldwin. 1 down. Swing. Rolls it down the line, foul. 1-2. Righty-lefty matchup. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Chased a wild one in the dirt. 2 down. 2 away, bringing Drake Baldwin to the box. Ozzie Albies moves to the on-deck circle, but there are 2 down. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Padres. 1 run, 1 hit. It's a solo shot by Harris for the Braves. First pitch on the way is a strike upstairs. It's 0-1. Drake 0 for 1 with the fly out in the first. The 0-1 pitch. Just grabs the top edge. 0-2. Not sure about that one, but a little too close to challenge in the 3rd inning. Looks like on the replay it just may have missed the zone, but it's really close. The one they show on Braves Vision and other ones now that, I don't know why, but Braves Vision was very far behind everybody else doing that. Those aren't 100% accurate. The 0-2 misses outside, 1-2. They're pretty accurate, but I've seen those flash up before, and then they challenge it, and then their assessment is wrong. One-two pitch, swing. Soft chopper back to the mound, and the Braves go down quietly. 1-2-3. We go to the top of the fourth. Trailing by 2 here in Braves country.
What do men talk about when they're alone? Because I genuinely do not understand how men do not know personal facts about the other.
Oh, that's easy. We just name random baseball players until the other one goes, oh, that's a good one.
45 seconds of our life, because you're like, let me get 3 pumps of blonde espresso in a venti cup, let me get 2 pumps of this with 1 pump of that, turn that 3rd pump sideways, let me get it backwards with the salted caramel cream cold foam in a venti cup. Make sure the venti cup don't have a sticker. You can put a sticker, but I don't want a sticker. Put 1 sticker on the venti cup. Make sure you give me the salted caramel cream drizzle on top of the cold foam, twist it sideways, put it backwards, put it in the microwave, take it out and give it to me on the cup. Thank you. That's basically how you order that.
Using the bathroom at work really puts into perspective how many people use the bathroom and don't wash their hands. People be using the bathroom and don't wash their hands at all. Don't even rinse their hands with water. They just leave. Anytime you make this point, the first thing that they say is, why do I need to wash my hands? You touch your dirty now you finna be walking around shaking hands and touching. If you went to shake my hand and before I shook it, I just put my hand in my pants and then shook your hand, you would want to smack me, right? You would want to beat the out of me because that's nasty, right?
In 1950, he batted .322 with 28 home runs, 124 RBIs, and only 12 strikeouts.
That's unbelievable. 12 strikeouts, bro? I don't even think I do that in wiffle ball. Like, you know what I mean?
Typically, there's a correlation between strikeout rate and home run rate. And it's amazing to think that Yogi Berra strikes out 12 times in a full-time year like that, where he hit 28 home runs. You don't see that anymore, and I'll go out on a limb and predict you're never going to see that again.
For the next 7 seasons, from 1950 to 1956, he won 3 MVPs, finished second twice, third once, and fourth once.
If that doesn't tell you he was a main anchor, a cog in that Yankee team, nothing will. I mean, he was it.
Welcome back. Three to 1 your score. Lefty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way. Four-seam fastball. Fouls it back. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Yaz is on the first year of a 2-year, $22 million contract. They're not cutting Yaz. The 0-1 pitch. Right there for a strike. It's 0-2. We obviously don't have any financial advisors in the chat. Everybody be out on the street. The 0-2 count. Outside wide, 1-2. And once again, Hicklin does have one option left. So that could be the reason. And not to mention the fact you got to realize when Acuna comes back, Hicklin's not going to get a lot of starts. So his bat's going to get rusty. The 1-2 knocks it down the line, foul. So though we like the way Hicklin's been playing, how many at-bats is he really going to get? My biggest question is I'm starting to think that they might just cut bait on Kim, considering some of the things we've heard the last couple of days, the 1-2 swing and a miss, strike 3, 1 away. Now they have to, after 20 days, once Kim starts his rehab assignment, which has already began, was about last week. Once you hit the 20-day option, he's got to either be brought up or DFA'd. And they may push that envelope. I think I would if I were Atlanta, because what if you get somebody injured, then he can step into play. First pitch, swing and a miss, four-seam fastball, it's 0-1. It may not be the most ideal thing. If you get somebody injured and you need shortstop position filled and you don't have the option, you'd rather have him out there than some of the also-rans down in the minor leagues. The 0-1 pops it up, back out of play. But I mean, defensively, I'll take Mateo and Jarvis all day long over Hassan Kim at this point, so you're not going to keep him for that reason. And he's got okay speed, but he's not someone that you're going to put on your bench for pinch running duties. If he gets to that 20-game mark, you may just see them DFA him, the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 down. I think it would be incredibly unpopular and unfair in that Braves clubhouse if they sent Jim Jarvis back down on the farm, considering how well he's been playing. It just doesn't seem like an option right now. Now, the good news about Kim, he's just signed for this season, and sometimes you have to cut your losses. Lefty-lefty matchup, first pitch, four-seam fastball. Grabs the outer edge for a strike. It's 0-1. Chris Sale is now at 7 strikeouts, so he's really close to that number. The over-under out in the desert was 7.5. The 0-1. Right there on the outer edge, misses. 1-1. And the reason why I don't believe you're cutting bait with Mateo is because he's a very good base runner, so he does give you that option. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. 1-2, and he can play center field. He hasn't played much corner field positions, but he can play center in a pinch. It's not ideal, and of course, second base and shortstop, he can cover that. I really think it comes down to, do you want to hang on to Dominic Smith right now? The 1-2 pitch, chops it off the plate. Who's been struggling, but he's out of options, and you'd like for Hicklin to continue to get at-bats. He's not going to get a lot of at-bats up here in the majors, so they may send him back to the farm, so if there's an injury, he stays sharp. The 1-2 count, swing, chopper back to the mound. Good grab there by Sale. Flips it underhand, and that'll end the inning. So Sale's gotten it back under control. 3-1 your score. We go to the bottom of the fourth, trailing by 2 here in Braves country.
Afternoon, everybody.
What a day. I use a drink. Nothing like a cold one after a long day, huh?
So, how much do you drink?
I think I'm good for about 10 or 12.
10 or 12 a week? That's not bad.
Well, a week.
You drink 10 or 12 beers a day?
You counting beers too?
How reckless of me. I made you all wet.
Yes, but my martini's still dry.
She turned out to be a part-time model and a full-time pickpocket. Oh, yeah. I've been known to drink a beer or two. But then again, I've been known to do a lot of things.
You drinking anymore?
Oh, me? No, I quit drinking, dude.
You never gonna drink again? Nope. You wanna stop at the bar by the Chinese restaurant? Just get a quick shot, me and you, and then we'll go? Yeah, the bar they got in the back.
Oh, the Chinese bar? Okay. What's shaking?
All 4 cheeks and a couple of chins.
I thought you said they didn't have alcohol.
Run back to your mix master. Cook up a few more of these.
Cigarette?
No, I never touch them.
Yeah. I suck them down like Coca-Cola.
I expose people to magic. I expose them to something they're never otherwise going to see in their boring, normal lives. And I gave that to them. I may forget about them tomorrow, but they'll live with that memory for the rest of their lives. And that's a gift, man.
One of the women said that she was afraid she might OD.
I thought that was a limit drop. I didn't think it was tequila.
What's that got to do with me?
You and me are gonna have a small talk later on.
I'll be busy thinking of things to say.
Doesn't your wife ever complain that you never spend any time with her?
Would you?
Could you keep it down to a low roar? Some of us have to work.
Put that money down, pal.
Yeah, I'll be ready.
There goes the 2 weeks at camp. I promised the kids this summer.
My birthday, give me a beer, stick a candle in it, and I'll blow out my liver.
Here's to feeling good all the time.
Perfect. Cheers.
Cheers.
This crowd's back into it now.
3-1 your score here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Ozzie Albies leads us off. Takes a bad swing at a pitch in the dirt. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Turns and kicks. Outside wide. 1-1. 1-1 count. Braves trail 3-1, tying run standing on deck. The pitch on the way, swing, swats it back, foul, 1-2. Getaway day here for the Atlanta Braves. They head to Baltimore for a 3-game set, starting tomorrow night. The 1-2 pitch, swing, lifted, high and deep. Get up, get up, get up. Zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lam-a-ding-dong, a solo shot. And Ozzie Albies hits pay dirt, baby. It's a 1-run game.
I'm the Wiz, I'm the Wiz, I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz and nobody beats me.
Swatted and knotted over the right field wall, and the Braves have made it a 1-run game. And here comes Matt Olson. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch to Matty is a knuckle curve below the knees, called for a low strike. Another bad call by home plate umpire Doug Eddings. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing. Punches it. Weak fly ball just past the infield. F5 can of corn, 1 away. Padres 3, Braves 2. Atlanta still trailing by the 1 run. Only one other game in action so far here. Twins and Guardians just got underway. They're in the first 0-0. Later on this afternoon, you got the Rays and Blue Jays. At 3:07, first pitch. Changeup in the dirt, it's 1-0. Michael Harris, a solo shot his first time up. Later on this afternoon, Diamondbacks are at the Cardinals at 5:15. And then, tonight, the only night game you got all night in any major sport, 6:40 Eastern, Royals and Tigers. The 2-0 count to Michael. I believe it's Milton on the mound for the Tigers. He's had a pretty good year, the 2-0. Below the knees, ball 3-0. He is nibbling for sure. He wants none of that smoke that Michael Harris gave him the first time up. Standing on deck is Doobie. In the hole is the rake. The 3-0. Right there on the outer cut, 4-seam fastball, 3-1. Three-one count. Brings it, swing. Hard hit ball into right field. That's through for a base hit. And Muddy Mike is aboard with 1 out.
God bless you, Mike. Keep your game tight.
Never know. You know what I'm saying? I got a little razzle dazzle.
Second hit of the day for Harris. One on, 1 out. Pitch on the way, swung on, chopped down the line. Foul, it's 0-1. Harris had taken off. The Padres have taken some exception to Harris's bat flip on that single. He got a couple of long stare downs from the I don't know what they're wanting to challenge here. Are they calling? They must be calling catcher's interference. They did call catcher's interference. They didn't show it immediately, but that's okay. It is odd the way the ball came out. They were checking to see if there was an actual challenge to be made. I just don't think there's enough to overturn it. So runners on first and second, 1 out. We have seen a lot of catcher's interference this year. Not just in the Braves games, but in all the out-of-town games as well that we do. Righty-righty matchup, pitch down and away for a ball. It's 1-0. First and second, one out. A single here would most likely tie the game. But anyways, keep that in the back of your mind. They were taking exception to the way Harris flipped his bat, so you wonder if they may throw at him at some point today. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Takes a wild cut at a curve well outside the zone. 1-1. I didn't think it was an overly egregious bat flip. You see a lot worse in today's game. It is corny and dorky to do it on a single, but to make that big a deal out of it, I just, that's just the way the game's played nowadays. The 1-1 to Riley, below the knees. Good take. 2-1. Just missed it. Riley struck out swinging his first time up. Time to put the pressure on the defense. The infield's back into the left. The outfield's deep and straight away. The 2-1 pitch. Swing. Pops it up. Thankfully, that'll get out of play. 2-2. So Deuce is wild now. 2 on. A 2-2 count. Braves trail 3-2. On deck is Dominic Smith. What's really strange is the way they did the lineup. Why is Yaz batting behind Dominic Smith? That doesn't make a ton of sense. I mean, if you're going over the overall yearly numbers, I get it, but the Braves usually ride the hot hand. The 2-2 count. Canning brings it. Four-seamer, smack back foul. We'll do it again. I mean, if we're being honest, Jim Jarvis should be hitting behind Riley. What are we doing here? There is a left-hander warming up in the pen, Yuki Matsui. So I don't think they're going to let Griffin, as the 2-2 misses high, 3-2. I don't think they're going to let him see the top of the order. Again, they're giving him basically, what is this, about 1.5 times through the order? The 3-2, caught looking strike 3. Riley down on strikes once again. Bad at bat there by Austin Riley. Got to swing the bat there. So 2 on, 2 out. And Dominic Smith, the batter. Braves trail by just 1 now. First pitch on the way, outside wide, it's 1-0. If Smith can reach, Yaz is on deck, Jarvis is in the hole. The 1-0. Chopper down the third base line in between home and third, but foul. Tommy Watkins flips it towards the Padres dugout. The 1-1 count. Brings it. Swing! That ball's lifted. High and deep. Going back. On the track. Zip, boom, bam. It's gone. Rabba-labba-ding-dong. The Dominator. Scratch everything I just said.
Time for leaders to step up.
392 happy feet.
Now we need you to be a team leader.
And the Braves have taken a 2-run lead.
Are you going to continue to be a bunch of soft, underperforming, tattooed millionaires?
Welcome to the United States of you just got dominated.
Make us believe again.
Man, that was a hanging changeup. That's something Dominic Smith has needed for somebody to make a mistake. That changeup was about belt high, right in his swing path, and the Braves have put 4 on the board here in the 4th. And it's 5-3. The Yaz is now the batter. Righty-lefty, first pitch. Top of the zone, it's 0-1. Bet the Yaz is saying, man, can I get a pitch like that? The 0-1 infield back into the right, kicks and fires, swing. Over the top changeup, it's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Yaz will step out of the box for a second. Braves lead it 5-3. Brand new ball game here in Atlanta, Georgia. Braves trailed 3-0 after a very rocky second inning. The 0-2 misses high, 1-2. All runs have been earned today on both sides, but Chris Sale's inning, for those of y'all who are joining us later, maybe caught the inning late, if Dubon makes that easy catch out there, Sale's going to end up shutting out the inning. The 1-2 rips it down the line. Foul. And we'll do it again. 5 runs, 4 hits, no errors for Atlanta. 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for San Diego. The error being the 1-2 pitch outside, 2-2. The catcher's interference. And now that I think about that, that shouldn't be an earned run, but that's how they have it listed right now. They'll get that figured out later on. The 2-2. Pitch on the way. Swing ripped into right field just past the diving glove of the second baseman out there. And Cronenworth diving belly flop, could not make the play.
Yes, put everything on it. Don't hold back anything.
Yabba, dabba, do. Yahoo!
The inning continues. Looks like this is Stammen coming out here to make a pitching change, and it is. Griffin Canning's day is done. Jim Jarvis will be facing the left-hander when we return here in Braves country. Atlanta Braves lead this one 5-3, 2 down, 1 on. And Matsui, the left-hander, coming in to face Mr. Jim Jarvis. Lefty-lefty matchup, first pitch on the way. 4-seamer, right there at the knees, it's 0-1. On deck would be Drake Baldwin. You figure Matsui's coming on to pitch against Baldwin, Ozzie, and then Olsen and Harris. So probably a 2-inning if he can make it economical. The 0-1 down and in, 1-1. 1-1 count. 5 runs, 5 hits, no errors for Atlanta. 3-4-1 for San Diego. The 1-1 pitch. Outside wide. 2-1. Braves looking to try to take 3 of 4 here as before we head to Baltimore on a short road trip. Heading to New York after that. The 2-1 pitch. Brings it high and out of the zone. And it's 3-1. Three-1 count. Brings it. Swing and a miss. That ball almost hit him in the face, and he swung at it. Fuck out. Wasn't sure if he was going to swing in that pitch or head to the hospital. Like, what the hell was he swinging? That ball almost hit him in the eye. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 4-seam fastball, and he looks dazed and confused. We'll be back in a flash. We go to the top of the 5th. Leading by 2. 3-run shot by Dominic Smith.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
The faces from the past. You've walked past them many times, but I don't think you've really looked at them. Go on, lean in. If you listen real close, you can hear them whisper their legacy to you. Listen, you hear it? Seize the day, boys. Hello.
Toga! The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows.
She did not drink the vodka.
Toga!
Because I drank the vodka.
Objection!
Please be seated, sir. This is not a courtroom.
Well, object anyway.
Toga!
October 11th.
October 11th, October 12th, and 13th, and 14th.
Toga!
I drank all of those days. I drank. I'm drunk now.
Toga!
I'd rather fight beside you than any army of thousands.
Let's take it! It's yours!
Tonight, we are the greatest team in the world. And you were meant to be here tonight. This is your time. Their time is done. It's over. Screw them.
Guys tired?
I'll get all sleep I need when I'm dead.
Forget about the crowds, their fancy uniforms, and remember what got you here.
Toga!
Focus on the fundamentals. We've gone over time and time again.
You damn dirty son of a...
I wouldn't make it a habit calling me that, son.
I want you to remember that no bastard ever won it by dying. You won it by making the other poor dumb bastard die.
Well, that was pleasant. Nice of him to stop by, don't you think?
Toga!
And shepherds we shall be, for thee, my lord, for thee. Power hath descended forth from thy hand, swiftly carry out thy command.
And this crowd's back into it now.
We gotta do something.
Absolutely.
You know what we gotta do? Toga party.
We can't afford to have a toga party.
Toga! 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 Okay? All right! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let me hear it! Let me hear it! Let me hear it!
Fernando Tatis, the batter, as Chris Sale goes back to work. First pitch on the way, 4-seam fastball, blew it right by him upstairs, 97 miles an hour. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Brings it, swing, ripped on the ground over to short, backhanded by Jarvis. Jarvis fires across the infield. Perfect P over to Olsen, 6-3. One away. "75 years ago today," if you're listening to the on this date earlier, 75 years ago today, the shift was born. They deployed it against Ted Williams as the first pitch right there for a strike to Rengifo. It's 0-1. Chicago White Sox manager Jimmy Dykes was the man that first created it. The 0-1 pitch, swing, rubbed on the ground underneath the diving glove of Austin Riley. And it's a one-out single for the Padres. By the way, it didn't really work. He went 2 for 5. Also a first in modern history, in 1944 on this day, Giants manager Mel Ott orders Andy Hansen to intentionally walk Bill Nicholson with the bases loaded. First time that had happened in modern history. Slider misses outside wide, 1-0. Turns and kicks right there at the knees. Four-seamer, 1-1. They issued that walk because he had 4 home runs in the doubleheader that day. Didn't work because the Cubs went on to score 3 more runs to tie the game in that inning. The 1-1 count. Check swing. Did he go around? He did. 1-2. Another cool thing happened on this day. Mickey Mantle hit for the cycle in 1957. A 10-6 win for the Yankees over the White Sox. The 1-2 from Sale. Flips it over to first real quick. Keep Rengifo close by. Infield back and to the left. Outfield deep and straight away. Double play depth. Manny Machado digging in. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That's his 3rd strikeout of the day. And there's 2 down. Chris Sale has now hit his number. Strikeout number 8. As he goes and hits his number in the desert. 7.5 was the over-under. Lefty righty now. Ty France, the batter. First pitch, check swing, slider went around. It's 0-1. The 0-1. You got the Hall of Fame coming up this weekend. Sunday afternoon as Sale flips it over to Rengifo, standing over at first. Pretty quick move there by Sale, but it was a little off the mark. He's back in time. They're going to be doing that right as the Braves and Orioles begin. We're going to try to record that audio for you and play it sometime in the near future. The 0-1. Sale looking over. And Gifa's, he's leaning hard to second as the 0-1 right there. It's 0-2. (0-2) count. 2 outs. Top of the 5th. 1962 on this day, Jackie Robinson becomes the first African-American player to go into the Hall of Fame. As the 0-2's fouled away, we'll do it again. He goes in there with Bob Feller and manager Bill McKenschke, along with outfielder Ed Roush. All went into the Hall on this date in 62. The 0-2 count. Sale comes set, lifts the red glove, and brings it high and out of the zone. 1-2. Sale at 83 pitches. The 1-2. Swing, fouls it away, and we'll do it again. They're going to at least want to get Sale through the 6th. Tyler Kinley's going to be a part of this mix no matter how you look at it. So I know some folks don't like him, but 1-2, outside wide 2-2. Just be prepared. He unless something really goofy happens, he'll be involved in this. They have not used him much. 2-2 count, 2 outs. Braves lead by 2. Deuce is wild here in the top of the 5th. Flips it over to first again. His second move over there. So Rengifo may be off to the races. If you just focus the man at the plate with 2 outs, he can do whatever he wants. The 2-2. Swing. Ripped on the ground. Diving stab over there by Ozzie, who was playing the pull. Good throw by Ozzie. 4-3. He's got that wry smile. And we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Get some more insurance for sale here in Braves country.
What is the origin of a hot toddy? And we know it as a drink of hot water, lemon and whiskey, sometimes brandy. But the origin started off in India when the first colonists went to India and they saw the locals drinking a warm drink, and it was made of palm sap with a load of herbs and spices, and it was comforting when they were poorly. So that's where it started, and it was called a taddy. Over time, the British who were there started enjoying the drink, and they start adapting it to their own personal tastes, and of course they started adding whiskey to it. The term toddy, as I say, comes from the Hindu word taddy.
We are combining 2 of the greatest, but also 2 of the most significant voices in the game's history. And the proof of that is that they went in together to the broadcasters wing of the Baseball Hall of Fame in the late 1970s. The first 2 winners of the Ford C. Frick Award, they couldn't be separated. They went in together.
And deservedly so. And coincidentally, they did share the same booth. 11 seasons together with the New York Yankees. They brought baseball in that transition from being an all-radio game to a radio TV game. And each of them brought a certain literal Southern style to broadcasting. Red grew up in Florida and Mel Allen was from Alabama. Fit baseball perfectly.
We're going to start here with Red. This is the earliest sound we could find. Game 6 turns out to be the last game of the 1935 World Series between the Tigers and the Cubs. And the old redhead is calling it on national radio.
Hawkins leads off second, 2 away. The pitch. Gosden swings. It's a shot hit into short right center field. Cochran round third. Comes into the plate. There comes the throw. It's the World Series. Cochran scores. Cochran scores. Coach Goslin found a sharp single to right center field, scoring Cochran after 2 were out in the last half of the 9th. The Detroit Tigers are champions of the world.
The BCR, your home radio baseball. Welcome back. Drake Baldwin, the batter, lefty-lefty matchup. Is Matsui back to work? First pitch is down and away for a strike. It's 0-1. Drake Baldwin 0 for 2 on the day with the fly out and a ground out. The 0-1. Slider right there. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. He was pulling out of that on that swing. 0-2 count. Speaking of the Hall of Fame, is the 0-2 from Matsui. Man, he's taking a long time. Here we go. Pitch on the way, swing, dribbled on the ground over to first, and it's a 4-3 put out, 1 away. This date in 2000, Cooperstown was all red. The Big Red Machine brought Sparky Anderson, Tony Perez, and play-by-play announcer Marty Brenneman into the Baseball Hall of Fame, along with their rival Carlton Fisk, if you remember the 1975 World Series, he went into the Hall of Fame on this day too. Ozzie Albies the batter, first pitch swinging, chops it foul, it's 0-1. This is also around the time period that they started identifying Negro League players to put into the Hall of Fame, and Bid McPhee and Turkey Stearns went in as well. The 0-1 count to Ozzie, swing and a miss, slider upstairs, it's 0-2. I wouldn't have thought it would have been this early, but they said that in 1962 on this day, the first Major League game via satellite was broadcasted. The 0-2 pitch, swing, rolls it on the ground over to short, deep towards the hole, and Ozzie Albies going to beat that out. Xander Bogaerts at one time did, but no longer had the arm to get him down. And I don't know why in the world they're on the phone to see if they want to check that. I mean, he beat it by a freaking mile. An infield single for the Wiz.
I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz, and nobody beats me.
Well over a step. I mean, he's crossing the bag and lifting his foot as that ball hits the... That's not even remotely close. Matt Olson, the batter, lefty-lefty. This may be Matt Suey's last batter altogether. Harris is on deck. First pitch is right down the outer edge. First strike, it's 0-1. But the first game brought to you by satellite in Major League Baseball was a Cubs 4-3 victory over the Phillies in Wrigley Field. Jack Brickhouse was the play-by-play man. The 0-1 pitch, swing, pop-up. Lazy fly ball into center field, coming in, making the easy catch out there is Bowen. And there's 2 down. I would have thought it would have been into the 70s, maybe even in the 80s before they started doing the satellite with Major League Baseball games. Learn something new every day, whether you want to or not. Michael Harris II digging in. Lefty-lefty matchup. The infield back and to the right. And the four-seam fastball. High and out of the zone, it's 1-0. Looks like we've lost the... Speaking of satellites, it looks like we've lost the signal. We'll get it straightened up here in a second. The 1-0 to Harris, who has a solo shot to his name. He's 2 for 2. Pitch up and in, 2-0. Very close to the strike zone. Two-0 count. Padres challenge that. A little surprising there. That was definitely...
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
The 2-0. Kicks and fires. Upstairs, runner goes. Throw comes down to second. And they're going to say that Ozzie Albies is cooked with his hand in the cookie jar. See if they want to challenge this. Walt Weiss has his hand up. Doesn't look like it. So Ozzie Albies, poor decision to go there on a 2-0 count. That would have been 3-0. Bad decision. We'll be back in a flash here on Braves Country.
Get the out of here. Get the out of here.
Be careful. Wow, what's going on?
Eli Manning just got snubbed from the Hall of Fame for the second year in a row.
Again? Eli Manning, the guy who beat Tom Brady twice in the Super Bowl, didn't make the Hall of Fame.
Huh?
What do you got to do to make the Hall of Fame? Stick your finger up Roger Goodell's ass.
Women are such gold diggers, says a mother with no gold, no silver, no bronze, plastic, nor paper. Sir, if you don't start and get out that woman they talking about, she after me for my money. Jamal, you work down at your daddy's shop. And he's not even paying you. He's making you work there so he don't put you out his house. Hush!
Just came from the sauna. Sore? Nah.
Red Barber was quite possibly the first to change baseball broadcasting in its early days from kind of a bare bones public address announcer thing, turning it into a narrative, providing descriptive detail, and he was so good at it.
So good at it. A true wordsmith. His mother was an English professor, and as a young man, Red wanted to be an English professor. One of his daughters happened to be one later on in life, but he always had a way with words. I think it was really his first love. He was sort of the William Faulkner of the baseball broadcast.
And when you mention Vin Scully, as many people know, Vin was his protege. Red brought Vin to Brooklyn in 1950, but it was Red who impressed upon Vin, you are a reporter.
Throws a big picker-upper. Gets a handful. Throws it away. Now walking up to the plate. Sort of relaxes, leans over, touches the heavy end down from the platter, straightens up, cocks that bat, high into the air, ready, up behind his right ear. Fitzsimmons works. DiMaggio swinging. It's a whistling line drive to left center field. It's a base hit. It's taken on the second hop by Ripple. The throw is coming in a second. DiMaggio is racing for it. DiMaggio makes it with a slide and is saved for a double.
Boy, it's cold as outside. So if you ball, you might want to stay in the house because you might go outside and get a brain freeze.
Welcome back. Four-seam fastball on the way. This is outside to Xander Bogaerts. His Sale is at 86 pitches now. It's 1-0. 1-0. Turns and kicks. 1-1. 5-3 your score. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. We're not getting players on the screen, it doesn't look like. I'm going to have to try to restart this again. The 1-2 count. Brings it. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And there's one away. Clear this up for a second for y'all. This is... Lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way. Right there for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Braves lead at 5-3. The 0-1 pitch. Check swing. Did he go around? He did not. 1-1. Here we go. The 1-1. Swing and a miss upstairs. 1-2. Five runs, 6 hits, no errors for Atlanta. 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for San Diego. Top of the 6th inning, 5-3 your score. The 1-2 pitch swing. Swats it back foul. We'll do it again. That was strange. We loaded it 3 or 4 times, and all you could see was the pitcher. I believe that's Dylan Dodd warming up in the pen. It's a left-hander. It's got to be Dodd. It definitely wasn't Lee. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Filthy pitch. 2 down. Chris Sale is at 94 pitches. So you would think they're going to try to get him through this inning. They typically don't push the envelope with Sale, even though they give him extra days off. They're trying to preserve him. First pitch on the way is a slider on the outer edge. It's 0-1. Figure the last thing you need is an injury to the franchise right now. Chris Sale is it when it comes to our pitching as far as healthy pitchers. The 0-1 pitch outside wide, 1-1. Hoping that we get good news about A.J. Smith-Shawver in the near future. I believe He's supposed to pitch again. See if I can get any information on that. And the next time he goes on the bump, the 1-1 swing fouls away. One-two count. He was supposed to be very close to returning after his next start. I believe that was later this week. I have to. 1-2 count. Sale brings it. Swing and a miss, strike three, and Chris Sale, 11 punchies, probably his last pitch. Man, what a outing. He had the rocky second inning. Other than that, he has been lights out here in Georgia.
My hobbies include staying home, sitting under a lap blanket, and hoping my plans get canceled.
Hey, listen, your mom is on another diet, which means my ass is too.
Dad, just stand up to her.
How's that dog you did not want?
He's good.
I don't think you're in any position to give advice there, Dr. Phil. You still have that mini fridge in the garage?
Yeah, why?
I'm at the store right now. I'm going to drop off some beer, Little Debbie's, and some other items to get me through. Based on history, I'm looking at about a week.
Well, what's your plans to get to it?
Yeah, I told your mom I'm going to spend some more time with you. Plus, I want to see my grandson more.
Dad, I have 2 daughters.
Y'all, I plucked my eyebrows back in 97, and I still got a patch. I plucked the chin hair yesterday afternoon. Why I got 7 of them? Why do I So you mean to tell me that these can grow that fast, and I still ain't got edges from when my mama parted my hair back in, 94? Y'all talk about y'all struggle. Y'all don't know nothing about mine.
And to look at Barrow, piggyback riding Bob Cazala. The Yankees for the 4th consecutive time.
Between 1949 and 1964, the Yankees won 12 pennants in 14 seasons. And between 49 and 53, they won the World Series every time, 5 years in a row.
His 5th consecutive World Championship.
Then they turned around and went back in 55, 56, 57, and 58. So go figure, how good is that? That's, if my math is correct, 9 times in 10 tries.
During that 7-year stretch from 50 to 56, he was not only the backbone of a Yankees team that won 5 World Series rings, he also averaged .295 with 27 home runs, 108 RBIs, and just 24 strikeouts per season.
There's a drive hit deep to right field, but it is going to go all the way for a home run.
Flip right double, X-jet. 36 counter naked waggle at 7. X quarter on 1.
Welcome back. You can see there on the screen what I dug up on A.J. Smith-Shawver, as he is expected to pitch today, and that may be his last outing before he comes back to the majors. We'll see how they do that. 72 pitches. He technically, his rehab start can go all the way to July 29th, but remember, it doesn't apply to him because he does have options. Matt Waldron will come on, the 7.53 ERA, the right-hander, former starter, to face Michael Harris II. First pitch is upstairs. It's 1-0. 1-0. Turns and kicks, swing lifted, high and deep into right field, going back on the track, making the catch out there is Fernando Tatis for a loud out number 1. Waldron, he has a version of a knuckleball that he throws. It's not your typical knuckleball, but he does have a knuckleball that he throws. It's a little... So it's almost like a knuckle change, to be honest with you. Righty-righty matchup, first pitch here. Swing, rips it up the middle, and Mauricio Dubon is aboard with the base hit. And we got something cooking here.
Pardon me, would you have any...
But of course. One of life's finer pleasures.
Batter now is Austin Riley, righty-righty matchup. First pitch is in the dirt. Sweeper misses. It's 1-0. Trying to reconfigure the 3D for you. 1-0. We're going to do the overview, and the reason being is it appears that they're not having as many issues with the action camera. They're going to flip it over to first real quick to keep Mauricio Dubon close by. The 1-0 to Riley. 0 for on the day, 0 for 2. Now batting .215 as the knuckle curve goes down and in 2-0. So A.J. Smith-Shawver will pitch today. He could, in theory, get one more start, and then the Braves bring him up. We'll see how they want to do it. It probably really depends on how well he pitches. He's looked really good, by the way. The 2-0 pitch, swings, slaps it into left field, and Riley with the base hit.
You're my boy, Blue!
I'm not saying they're waving the towel, but when the Padres bring in Matt Waldron, they're just trying to eat some innings. Think of... he has a totally different repertoire, but think of when the Braves would bring in Carlos Carrasco. They're hoping for the best, but they're not going to chase. So if the Braves could take advantage here, we could kick this door wide open. Like I said, he throws a different mix of pitches, but it's very similar to when we would bring in Carrasco. Dominic Smith, the batter, who cracked a 3-run home run his last time up. He'll take the first pitch, cutter at the knees. It's 0-1. Dominic Smith. He hit his 7th home run of the year to give the Braves a 5-3 lead. The 0-1 pitch, down and in, 1-1. One count. 4-seamer down and in, 2-1. That was his first home run since June 6th against the Pittsburgh Pirates. The 2-1 pitch, smoked down the right field line, but foul. Braves lead it 5-3, first and second, 1 out. And Chris Sale's day is most likely done. He's at 98 pitches. I can't imagine he's going back out there for another inning, but and he does look to be done in the dugout. He's standing around talking. Normally, if you're going back out there, you're sitting and resting. The 2-2. Down and in, 3-2. They had Dylan Dodd warming up. We'll see if that's the route they go. A lot of it could have to do with what goes on here in this inning. The payoff pitch, swing, that ball's ripped down the first baseline. That is a fair ball, and they're going to throw it all the way to second and get Riley, who was kind of asleep at the wheel there. 2 down. Runnels will be on the corners in 2 down. Smart play by Ty France. He just assumed that ball was foul, stopped and turned around and looked at it. By the time he got his head out of his rear, he was cooked over at second. I mean, that ball gets hit by you, you're taught you run until someone tells you it's a dead ball. So runners on the corners, 2 out, and the Yaz to the plate. First pitch, outside wide, 1-0. 1-0. Braves lead at 5-3. Coming set and bringing it. Knuckle misses outside, 2-0. Like I said, his knuckle is more of like a change, like a knuckle change. Just kind of floats in there and does some weird things, but it's not your typical knuckleball that comes in and floats around 60, 70 miles an hour. This thing's normally around 80. The 2-0 count. Upstairs, Knuckle hits it. Does not get the call, 3-0. They were looking like they made challenge, but they're down to one challenge, so he kept that in his pocket. Standing on deck is Jim Jarvis. The infield back and to the right, as you can see, outfield deep and straight away. Waldron steps off the bump. When he was in his prime, man, he was someone I always thought it'd be fun to get over here into Atlanta. But his velocity's gone down quite a bit. The 3-0 pitch, swing, pop up. Well, the Yaz will spit the bid on a lazy pop fly on a 3-0 pitch, and the Braves will leave the inning scoreless. But a 5-3 lead, and Dylan Dodd coming in from the bullpen will be back in a flash here in Braves country. Welcome back. 5-3 your score, top of the 7th inning. Eli White will go into right field. For the Yaz, the first pitch. Sinker, fouled back. Dylan Dodd is your pitcher. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Braves lead at 5-3. This game is far from over. But you're going to have a dance trying to get through these last 3 innings. Dylan Dodd. Lee may be available, and if he and Iglesias are available, you may be all right. The 0-1 misses high, 1-1. But Walt Weiss has treated the Braves bullpen with kid gloves the last month or so. 1-1 pitch, swing, fouls it back, 1-2. I'm sure he's being directed by the folks up top on when he should and should not use guys, but it kind of hamstrings you the way this bullpen is constructed. So it's Eli in right, Harris in center, Dubon still in left. The 1-2. Dodd brings it, swing, rips it back up the middle. Backhanded by Ozzie Albies, and a good throw. Ozzie Albies flashing some leather today. 4-3 on the put out, one away. Pretty good stab there by Olsen as well. But Ozzie, he was cutting in front of Jarvis. It's probably an easier play for Jarvis, but you don't want to just assume he's going to get to it because they had the shift on. Jarvis may not have gotten to that ball. Just got the runner by about a half step. One down here, top of the 7th. Lefty-lefty matchup. Cronenworth, the batter, fouls it back. It's 0-1. Now, if they play the whole righty-lefty game, they could end up going to Tyler Kenley in the 8th, and we know Walt Weiss has trusted him in the 8th inning. He's rarely produced well in that spot, but he believes in him. The 0-1 misses high, 1-1. As after Cronenworth, Dodd will have to face Tatis, and then due up would be Rengifo, Machado, and France. The 1-1, swing belted. High and deep down the left field line. Bending, foul into the upper deck. 1-2. That ball was crushed. Thankfully, plenty foul. The 1-2 pitch, swing, fouls away the sinker, and we'll do it again. One-two pitch, down and away, 2-2. The 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3, sinker, and there's 2 down. Big strikeout there, keeping the tying run on deck as Fernando Tatis comes to the plate. Tatis with the infield back into the left, digging in. Lefty, righty, first pitch showing bunt. Sinker there under the hands. It's 0-1. The 0-1 brings it. Swing! Swats it back foul, 94 miles an hour. Sinker once again. It's 0-2. 0-2 count. Rengifo standing on deck. Manny Machado in the hole. Let's see them in the 8th inning. The 0-2. Sinker misses high. 1-2. One-two pitch. Sinker nowhere near the spot. 2-2. Two count. 5-3 your score. Good guys on top. Dylan Dodd brings it. Swing lifted. High, deep, right center field. Underneath it is the Book of Eli, and that'll end the inning. Braves keep them off the base paths. We go to the 8th inning leading by 2, or going to the bottom of the 7th leading by 2. It's time to get up and stretch. Welcome back. Jim Jarvis, the batter. Waldron's still out there, by the way. The knuckle curve misses. Knuckler. Righty-lefty matchup, infield back into the right. Braves lead by 2. The 2-0 pitch. Turns and kicks. Swing. Hard hit ball up the middle, but ricocheted right back into the glove of the shortstop, Bogarts. One down. That ball was smoked. That was almost some dynamite in his own right. Man, that ball was scorched. It may have even hit Waldron's back of his foot, his cleat. Drake Baldwin, the batter, first pitch misses. Sweeper outside. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Outside wide, 2-0. Two-0 count. Brings it. Right there on the outer edge, 2-1 sweeper. Drake Baldwin 0 for today, 0 for 3. 2 ground outs and a fly out. Ozzie Albies stands on deck. Needing some insurance. Braves leading by just 2. The pitch, swing and a miss. Sweeper. That'll leaving it up at 2-2. Five runs, 8 hits, no errors for Atlanta. 3-5-1 for San Diego. The 2-2. Swing! Chops it down the line, foul. Twins and Guardians still scoreless in the 5th, by the way. They're in Cleveland. Rays and Blue Jays getting underway in about 45 minutes. The 2-2 in the dirt, 3-2. And other than that, you've only got 2 other games tonight. Arizona and the Cardinals at 5:15. And the Royals are at the Tigers at 6:40. Braves, if this score holds, they'll have a 4.5 game lead. The 3-2 pitch, swing lifted, high and deep, going back on the track. Zip, boom, bam, it's gone! Ram-a-lamma, ding-dong! A hanger, a banger.
You don't like the...
Woo, that's witchcraft. 370 feet, happy feet over the wall, just under the chop house.
Not like the Drake.
Who's the Drake?
The Drake is good.
And Atlanta doubles up the Padres at 6-3. First pitch misses high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. Y'all crack me up with the called it stuff. The 1-0 pitch, swing, pop up, lazy pop up into left field. F7 in your scorecard, 2 down. If we kept track of all the called its, they'll be sent back down on the farm. I think you're batting a lifetime like .65 on that. 6-3 your score. Matt Olson, the batter. First pitch. Right there on the strike, it's 0-1. It's a little more breathing room. You'd still like to, I mean, we'd like to see an old-fashioned blowout, to be honest with you, the 0-1. Swing, chopper, over to second. That's going to be an easy 4-3 with Olson running down the line. That'll end the inning. But not before your Atlanta Braves.
You don't like the Drake.
I love the Drake.
How could you
We
not
go to
like
the 8th.
Who's the Drake?
The Drake is
6-3.
toggle. We've got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
It's happy hour.
When wins become losses and losses become wins.
You guys going to happy hour? I'll come for a couple. Just a couple, though. Not like last time.
I need a drink.
When buying a beer, buying only one beer can cause a misalignment in your spine due to the uneven weight distribution. This can cause unnecessary back pain and potential spine issues. To prevent this, carry 2 beers, ensuring your body is balanced and proper health maintained.
Have dinner, ready?
Put my pants on, one leg at a time.
Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
You're in Braves country.
Everybody drink a beer. Salad.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to.
This stinks.
Pretty soon we're going to become this country.
This is total BS.
Oh, yeah. Me and the Lord. You gotta understand it. We're on a mission from God.
I'm on the radio every day.
If you want to stop me, you're going to have to kill me!
And you, music lover, you're next.
You're so drunk you can't hit nothing. In fact, you're probably seeing double.
I have 2 guns, one for each of you.
Buckle up, boys and girls. Tyler Kinley's in. Three-run lead. And right in the heart of the order. First pitch on the way is a four-seamer. Upstairs for a strike. It's 0-1. This is where you could, good to see you, Nickel Pickle. This is where you could see the age-old argument that's been going on for, we'll say, about a decade in Major League Baseball. As the 0-1 from Kenley. Upstairs misses high, 1-1. 6-3 your score, 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for San Diego. 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Atlanta Braves. This is where you could see the old argument of when do you bring in your closer. As the 1-1 pitch in the dirt, 2-1. And the argument here would be, okay, it's not the 9th inning, but the 2-1 pitch, swing, chopper off the plate, 2-2. You have the heart of the order due up, and you could bring in your closer right now. And then when you get to the 9th inning, A, you may have expanded your lead. B, you'd be at the bottom of the order, and that's when you would bring in Kenley. I've always been in the as the 2-2 caught, looking strike 3, punched him out on the outer track, 1 away. Rangifu doesn't like it, but they do still have a challenge, don't they? Yes, they do. So that to me is the lamest argument in the book. If you think something's a strike and you have a challenge or shut up. If you're out of challenges, I'm actually more in your corner on that one. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch to Machado is smoked through the hole. And it's a 1-out single to get things started here for the San Diego Padres here in the 8th inning. That ball was drilled. He wasn't fooling anybody with that nonsense. So here we go. Kenley in trouble. Tying run now moves to the on-deck circle. Ty France, who has 15 home runs to his name, as they give a quick timeout for, I believe that was Machado that was having to tie his shoes. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way. Upstairs for a strike. It's 0-1. I think when they make that argument, the only thing I'll push back on that, because I get the theory behind it. If you want to take out the middle of the order, but not everybody can go in and close the game out in the 9th inning. The 0-1 pitch upstairs for a strike. It's 0-2. And you also have some closers who, if it's not a save opportunity, they sometimes go out there and play flat. But like in the postseason, you see it all the time. The 0-2 pitch, swing blasted. She is gone. So Tyler Kinley does Tyler Kinley things once again, and it is a 6-5 ball game. And the reason why you just do not want him pitching late in the innings, late in the games. Unless it's an absolute blowout. So 6-5 your score. That was a no-doubter. That thing was jammed down his throat. 395 feet, but that thing got out on a shutter. I mean, smoke rocket. So 6-5, Braves clinging by 1. First pitch off the plate, nowhere near the zone. It's 1-0. They do have Danny Young warming up in the pen. Sheets is on deck. I think regardless, this is going to be Kinley's last batter. The 1-0. Just grabs the outer edge, 1-1. If they bring in Danny Young, they can counter with either Duran or Campuzano. 1-1 count. Swing, rolls it on the ground. Third, but foul. 1-2. It's kind of danged if you do, danged if you don't. You're going to have Danny Young facing a right-hander, no doubt. There's no way they let Gavin Sheets face a left-handed pitcher. I would be shocked if they did. The 1-2. Swing, lifted. High and deep into right field just before the warning track. Making the catch out there is Eli White, 2 down. Four more outs to get defensively for the Braves. Kinley. Yeah, Weiss is going to finally go out there and get him. Day late and $1 short, but Weiss comes out there. I don't know when, but he's going to have to learn he can't go to Kinley in the late innings. We'll be back in a flash. Danny Young. Look her up. It's getting tight. here we go. They're going to leave Sheets in. Lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way. Swing. Chops it down the line. Foul. It's 0-1. They like his chances of cranking one out over the two right-handers they have on the bench. And he bats 50 points higher against right-handers. The 0-1. Just grabs the outer edge. Good sweeper by Danny Young. That was a needed pitch. It's 0-2. Also, all 14 of his home runs are from the right side of the plate. The 0-2 count. Just misses. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Swing lifted. High into center field, but underneath it is Harris. 75% of this world is covered by water. The rest by Michael the Hawk Harris. We go to the bottom of the 8th here in Braves country.
What about you being built like a bus driver?
Oh, we're being rude? Awesome. Cool. My turn.
What about you being built like the bus?
Stan Musial in right and the wrong in batting. What greater ball player could you get than Stan the Man Musial? The ball player who actually has rewritten the record books. All you have to do is pick up any record book and you'll see this fellow's name among doubles, triples, home runs, total bases, and base hits. His lifetime batting average will be well over 300.
Knowing the strike zone, having a good level swing, and the eyes on the ball are very important. Don't overstride, because when you overstride, you lose your balance and you're lunging at the ball. So don't overstride, and take a good normal stride and a good level swing and just try to meet the ball. Just have a good, comfortable stance at the plate, and don't try to copy anybody. I think the youngsters should be themselves, and what they can do, I can't do, and what I probably could do, why they couldn't. So swing at strikes, and don't try to copy anybody.
See your shoulders dipping a little bit. That's the way to become a pop-up hitter, huh?
You're very uncomfortable that way, and your shoulders and eyes should be level, and your swing should be level.
And stay away from me with that mad at the world shit. I like to laugh and have fun. What the
The 4 greatest living players from 2015 averaged 1.5 MVP awards, 17.5 All-Star appearances, and 2 World Series wins. There is no doubt that Yogi belongs in their company with 3 MVPs, 18 All-Star appearances, and 10 World Series wins.
Hey, he got it done. He was a winner because he had all the rings to prove it. 10 World Series rings. No one's ever going to beat that. That's crazy.
Welcome in. Set your alerts and subscribe to the BCR, your home for the classic call, radio baseball. I'm with you, Richard. I'd rather see the Dodgers, Yankees super team than face the Padres in the postseason. Get them out. Eliminate them. Goodbye. Braves have won 5 of their last 7 games. They're clinging to a 1-run lead here. Bradgley Rodriguez coming on with a 2.09 ERA. This third time the Braves have seen him in this series. Righty-lefty matchup, and Michael Harris tries to drop a bunt. The changeup smacks away. It's 0-1. Six to 5 your score. If you're wondering why we're not behind the plate, it's because they're having issues with that. We just didn't want to have to keep resetting. The 0-1, swing and a miss. It's 0-2. So that's why you got the overhead view today. Iglesias is warming up in the pen, so hopefully he can slam the door shut. But you'd like to get an insurance run. Tyler Kinley gave up another 2-run homer in the top of the 8th to bring this to a 6-5 ball game. The 0-2 to Harris. High and out of the zone. 1-2. One-two count. Swing, fouls it back. Do it again. Harris 2 for 3 on the day. The home run and an RBI. Dubon stands on deck. Riley in the hole. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Change up over the top, and it's one away. Stars of the game so far, Dominic Smith with a 3-run homer. Harris and Ozzie have had a couple of solo shots along with Drake Baldwin. And that's where we stand on the 6 RBIs. All via the home run, 3 solo shots. First pitch to Dubon. Out and away, it's 1-0. Mauricio 1 for 2 on the day with the run scored. 1-0. Upstairs, slider, 1-1. The 1-1 count. Swing rips it down the line. 1-2. I don't know which name you're confused on, Iron. If it's Rodriguez, his name is pronounced Bradgley. The 1-2 pitch, swing chopper into the hole. Over at third, it's going to be a 5-3 put out, 2 down. So 2 up, 2 down, and Austin Riley is our Obi-Wan Kenobi in this inning. He's our only hope. First pitch on the way from Bradgley is fouled straight back. It's 0-1. They actually have a website, Iron, that that gives you all the pronunciations for all Major League Baseball players. That's where I get them from. The 0-1 pitch, swing, fouls it back. It's 0-2. And what they give you is how that person pronounces their name. So it may not even be the common pronunciation, but it's what they say that the person says it is. The funny part is they'll change it over the years, because I've seen that happen a few times, where the guy will start deciding, no, I want to pronounce it this way. The 0-2, Austin Riley, swing and a miss, strike 3. Third strikeout of the game. At least he's consistent. We'll go to the 9th inning, clinging to a 1-run lead. And here comes Eyeglasses.
Forget about the crowds, their fancy uniforms, and remember what got you here. Focus on the fundamentals. We've gone over time and time again. And most important, don't get caught up thinking about winning or losing this game. If you put your effort and concentration into playing to your potential, to be the best that you can be, I don't care what the scoreboard says at the end of the game, in my book, we're going to be winners. Okay? Let's go! Let's go! Let me hear it!
One game. Tonight, we stay with them, and we shut them down. Because we can. Tonight, we are the greatest team in the world. And you were meant to be here tonight. This is your time. Their time is done. It's over. I'm sick and tired of hearing about what a great team. Screw them. This is your time. Now go out there and take it.
All we need to win are the fellas in this room right now. And all you fellas need to do is believe it. Believing that things can get better, that I can get better, that we will get better. To believe in yourself, to believe in one another. If each of you can truly do that, can't nobody rip that apart.
Everybody wrote us off. Everybody. And yet here we are, 40,000 people out there have also written us off. And there are a few out there who do still believe in you. If you'll never give up on it. If you go back out on the field, those are the people I want in your minds. Those are the people I want in your hearts. Every man at some point in his life is going to lose a battle. He's going to fight and he's going to lose. But what makes him a man is that in the midst of that battle, he does not lose himself. This game is not over. This battle is not over. So let's hear it one more time. Together. Clear eyes, full hearts.
Let's go! And this crowd's back into it now. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Raziel Iglesias coming on. 2.57 ERA. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch is a changeup right there below the knees. It's 1-0. Yeah, it doesn't on his name, though, Iron. Is the 1-0 right there on the outer edge. It's 1-1. He pronounces it Brad Glay. I thought it would have been is the 1-1 pitch, swing, fouls it away. 1-2. When I first saw it, I thought they had misspelled it, and then I realized what it was because my mind had flip-flopped the D and the G. And so I had to look it up, and I was like, so it's pronounced Brad Glay. That is, all right. And I don't know if he Americanized it or not, but that's what he says it's pronounced as. The 1-2 pitch, swing, fouls it away. Song, the batter for Furman. It's 1-2. It's the bottom of the order due up here. It's Song, Bowen, though Jackson Merrill is on deck now, and Cronenworth. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, and there's one down. But we're far from out of the woods because here comes Jackson Merrill. He cranked one out last night. Jackson Merrill, 14 home runs on the year with 44 RBI. So you can't just lay one in here to him. Cronenworth, with good power from the left side, is on deck. The first pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Four-seamer, it's 0-1. The hope is he's a little rusty coming off the bench, but that one he hit last night. That was that 447. Is the 0-1 off the plate, 1-1. The Braves can hold this lead. They'll have a 4.5 game lead in the division over Philly. And they will have won this series 3-1. But 2 more outs needed. The 1-1, swing and a miss. It's 1-2. One-two count. Braves clinging to a 1-run lead. The 1-2, swing lifted, high and deep into left field, going back on the track, making the catch out there at the warning track for a loud out number 2 is Mr. Dubon. So the Braves are one out away from winning this series. But a big out to get here as Jake Cronenworth is 2 for 3 lifetime against Iglesias. First pitch, drops the changeup at the knees. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Check swing. Did he go around? They checked down the line. They said he did not. Third base umpire Gabe Morales said he held up. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch, swing. Pops it back foul down the line. 1-2. Padres down to their last strike. Braves clinging to a 1-run lead. The 1-2, swing, slaps it towards left, and Dubon's going to have to hold up and grab the ball. Thought about diving for it, I'm sure, but if he doesn't make the play, the ball's going to roll behind him, and you're going to get the tying run into scoring position. So now Fernando Tatis comes to the plate. Righty-righty matchup. Tatis, the batter, first pitch swinging, slices that to right field. So now the runner's in scoring position. First and second. And Rengifo, the batter. Rengifo, much better hitter on the splits from the left side, but he is a number 2 hitter in the order today because of the start by Sale. Luis Rengifo is 2 for 4 on the day with 2 RBIs. So here we go. Righty-lefty matchup, first pitch. Swing and a miss, changeup. It's 0-1. Padres down to their last out. Iglesias trying to hold on for dear life. Heart of the order. On deck is Manny Machado. The 0-1. Swing, chopper down the line, foul. It's 0-2. So now San Diego down to their last strike. The Braves fans are trying to will Iglesias on. The 0-2 count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Braves win. Braves win. Your Atlanta Braves win.
Here's what you should know about winning before you chase it. Winning's not loyal to you. It doesn't care about you. Winning doesn't care how sore you are. Winning doesn't care how much sleep you get. Winning doesn't care how hard you work at times. Why chase this thing called winning? Because the only thing that's guaranteed in life, if you don't chase it, is losing.
Who wanted the chicken cross the road? He stepped out of range, got hit by a tree. He ain't no chicken no more. No.
Whiskey for my men, beer for my horses. Braves 6 and the San Diego Padres 5. 5 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for San Diego. 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors for your Atlanta Braves. Braves win the series 3-1. And time for the game ball. Game ball, we're going to give it to Dominic Smith. That big 3-run homer gave the Braves the lead. He'll have the game-winning RBIs. And a tip of the cap to Chris Sale. He gave up 3, but he did give you a quality start. He punched out 11. His ERA is now 2.19. He improves to 11-6. Iglesias with his 21st save of the year. No MVP today. Everybody's equally mediocre. And we will see you next time here on Braves Country. Tomorrow night, the game is 6:40 or 6:45. Anyways, we're coming on the air at 6:15 to bring you Braves versus Orioles. And y'all have a great night. Enjoy your Thursday night. Braves win a big one. They get their 60th win of the year. 18 games over 500. And we'll see you manana. Just to drive iron lung nuts. We'll see you manana.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
It is the American game. That's just what it is. And actually, I can feel like I'm 15 when I'm talking baseball. I'm watching baseball. This is it. It does this. It can do this to any. It brings you back.
Goodbye, sweetheart, well, it's time to go. We're back tomorrow with another show. Well, unless we're fired, we'll talk to you then. Goodbye, sweetheart, goodbye. Goodbye.
Guys and gals, it's time to go. We'll see you on the next show.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's closing time, y'all. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Have a great one. On your way out, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to tip your favorite bartender. We'll see you. I'm Mac McGee, signing off for Braves Country Radio.